Today, we're going to be talking about the differences between making or bringing lunches to school in North America and Japan.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Nom Nom Look at This Bento, It's So Cute episode. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And on the MJ and Adam show, we invite you to become our third friend in this natural English conversation, to pick up some new words, phrases, but best of all, get that flinky, learn the feeling of English, because that's something you cannot find in a textbook. Today, everyone, we're going to be talking about making school lunches, aka bentos for everyone. You know, a lunch box. I think some people translate bento into, maybe we would just say a bagged lunch.
Bagged lunch, yeah.
Actually, quick question, Adam. Since you're back in Canada, do people still use paper bags to put their lunches inside?
Not from what I've seen. I think there's a lot of like actual bags that you can buy. From when I was in school, we had a plastic box that you had clips on and you flip it open.
Yeah, the thermostat ones.
Yeah, that was like a lunch box, or like a metal lunch box.
The tin lunch boxes. Yeah.
Now they're like a kind of bag material, like softer. And
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bag like a plastic bag or a paper bag, but now it's like an actual with a zipper and
yeah. Made out of like that like insulated kind of like a soft cooler that you could put like a 6-pack in or something.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
It's got spaces for things now. So you got a space for your sandwich, or maybe it's just a perfectly
open compartment
where you can organize stuff. Or like it has a zipper where you can lift up the lid or like do this kind of thing. But yeah,
okay.
Yeah, basically it's a bag, but it's not a throwaway bag. It's a reusable bag.
Yes. So there you go. There's one thing that could possibly be one difference, because in Japan, the bentos, I think fairly they've pretty much been the same, a box with a divider.
Right.
Maybe 2 levels.
Right.
A little place for your hashi and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. But in the US, we started, like me, I know probably you too, Adam, like a bag that you could throw away. Where at the end, you're not bringing anything home.
Right.
Because you ate all the lunch and the bag's gone and everything's gone.
Yeah. Funny thing, though, I have been seeing bento boxes in Canada for lunches.
Canadian style
bento boxes. So they have the compartments, especially for children. They're called bento boxes.
Wow.
And they have certain compartments, little spaces to put things in them, like different styles of food. And it's kind of similar, but it doesn't have of course, the hashi compartments or forks and stuff to go in. Like but it's labeled bento. Yeah, which I thought was interesting.
There's so many different points of bringing lunch from your house over to school. Right now, we just covered some of the tools that we use to carry that food. Yeah. But recently, Adam, you have been more involved in the making part.
Yes.
Of making lunches. Let's go into that. What is that like?
It's pretty hard because I don't know what I'm doing, everybody. I basically have to do like research. What's good? I have a daughter who's entering kindergarten, and if you didn't know, most schools in Canada, compared to Japan, they don't provide school lunches, and the majority of the school lunches are made by the parents. So I have to make my daughter, who is in kindergarten, her lunch. I didn't know what to do because I don't know what is a good school lunch that is suitable for a kindergartner in schools. When I was in Japan, they had an Ayoshi, a nutritionist, who would make the plan for the whole week. Even when they were in Hoikuen, there was someone who would make the foods for the whole week for different days, and everything is different.
Yeah.
But because I'm not that kind of specialist, I've been making basically the same food for 1 week. So what is the food that I'm making? Let me tell you.
What's this? Yeah.
I made a sandwich. Okay.
Okay.
In the sandwich, there is chicken, and we have lunch
Okay.
meats, so all the lunch meats are thinly sliced, enough for a
Yes.
sandwich.
Yes.
And
Okay. Cold cut
cold
style.
cuts, yeah, cold cuts. I put cheese.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Swiss cheese. Very fancy
Ooh.
for a kindergartner.
From the Alps,
From
yeah.
the Alps, yes. And I put cucumbers. So I
Ooh,
think
all right.
that kind of covers the basis of, they want some vegetables in there, some milk product, getting the wheat,
Dairy with the cheese.
dairy, and the
Okay,
meat.
okay.
Okay, so like, I'm covered with the sandwich. And my
Right,
daughter
right, right.
says she likes the sandwich, so I was like, "Hey, sweet,
That's the win
one
right
meal
there, yeah.
down." But then I added grapes, so some fruits, and I added apple slices, more fruit.
Okay, yes, yes.
And then, it gets boring for the kids to always eat healthy food, so I added some gummy snacks.
Yeah, okay, yeah, to have
Just like
fun,
as a special have fun. Then she
Yeah.
has her thermos. It's like the, what is it, suito with tea inside,
Okay.
ocha, just
Yeah, yeah.
mugicha. And
Ooh, nice.
that's her lunch. And she takes it to school and they eat lunch, and all the kids have their own different kinds of lunch. But I'm
Yeah,
always
yeah.
wondering, she's gonna come to a point one day where, because I remember when I was a child, it was the same thing where I don't want this sandwich anymore, Dad. I want something different. So that's where
The
I'm
day
stuck.
might arise.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's where
Well,
I have the troubles.
it might also be, like earlier we were talking about how the food is carried, because
True.
it's like in a bento you could fit a lot of different styles of
Right.
things depending
Yeah.
on that box, how sealed it is. So
Right.
I've seen some people come in with like curry and stuff,
That's
kind
true.
of like a soup, where in the US like you would need a different kind of container. A different thermos
Yeah.
to have like just for the soup and
Right.
stuff, so it could take the space away. And it's like, I mean, in North America, I'm a sandwich dude. I try to turn everything I can into a sandwich if I have the option to.
Right.
So you can't go wrong with a sandwich.
That's true.
Kids, hands on. They don't have to worry about utensils. Had a
Right.
whole, no, just
Nothing.
grab the sucker.
Yeah.
Put it in your mouth.
And that's it.
So I feel like overall, like it's so good to just be able to put something into a sandwich. But definitely, you could probably definitely, throw some onigiri in there.
That's true. I was thinking about that, but then there's the other thing where it's like onigiri is, I mean, now it's kind of popular. Now it's in a little bit of mainstream restaurants and grocery stores and on anime.
Okay.
So the kids might be used to it, but if this was
Yeah.
back in our day, I always remember this
Yes.
story about this kid, and this is like a storybook, teaching kids not to bully each other based on their background.
Okay.
So there was a
Yeah, yeah.
story about this Italian kid named Vincento, and he's Italian, so he has this Italian food for lunch, and it has a strong odor, and the kids were like,
Oh, Vincenzo has stinky meat.
and they would all bully him because he
Okay.
had a smelly sandwich, and he went
Yes,
home and
yes.
said, "I don't want these sandwiches," to his mom anymore. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
afraid that if I was to make an onigiri for my child, my daughter, that maybe the kids would be unfamiliar with that food, and they might, I don't want to say bully her, but they might like make fun of her for, so it's
Okay,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
one of the things that it's like you gotta pick and choose. So one day I'm gonna make onigiri because that's pretty. And
Right,
she
right.
loves onigiri.
It might just be, like in Western culture, looking at the nori, that type of seaweed that's so
Yeah.
like black and dark.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the route. Maybe you could go with like a yaki
Yaki
onigiri.
onigiri, yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird though,
Depends.
because Japanese food is popular, and I see people eating just Korean nori, like the Kankoku nori,
Okay. Yeah,
straight
yeah.
out. So it's not unfamiliar, but it's
Oh, there you go. Also, yeah, locations. But
Yeah.
so, yeah. And I mean, to go back into our days
Yeah.
of growing up, eating lunches, I remember from elementary school,
Mhm.
the option that we had a cafeteria. Now, I'm not sure if this is all
Oh,
schools. My school, we had a cafeteria, and you would pay extra money. The parents would pay extra money for the month for the kid to get the food,
right.
if they wanted to, I think. Or maybe we had like a kind of like a credit card kind of system
Okay.
to show us if we paid for something or not.
Yeah.
But of course, there were plenty of kids who would also be there with bagged lunches. And so sometimes I would go with lunch that my mom made, or sometimes I would go and my mom's like, get something for yourself.
Oh, okay.
Or like, I know like every Friday was maybe pizza day or something.
Right,
so
right.
I'm like, hey mom, I don't want pizza for today. So you don't have to make me lunch.
Yeah.
Just give me some dough or something.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a thing. I remember kind of being fun too, because to have the option was really cool for me.
Right.
And so that was elementary school. And I think as we went on, of course, there's cafeterias providing food,
yeah.
but just like the elementary, I didn't have to if I didn't want to. My middle school, high school, there was options to bring your own food or to buy it at the cafeteria.
I see. Yeah, I think it's a similar situation, especially for high school. Our high school had a cafeteria, but it wasn't, mandatory to eat the cafeteria's food. You could
That's
bring
true,
your own
yeah.
lunch, and we could go out for lunch. We could go
I was about to say, yeah, for high
somewhere
school.
For high school, yeah.
Right. Because kids are like, there's a parking lot for students.
Yes.
Because kids are driving themselves to school now
Right,
because 16 years old,
Right.
you're able to drive and stuff. So yeah, that's true. I forgot about that, where people are just like, oh, we have the same lunch. Like, let's go over to this store. Yeah, let's go down to this area and grab like a deli or something.
Right.
Grab some food, bring it back. Yeah. That was awesome.
That was, it was great. And just the freedom of not having to worry. And then my mom would have freedom too, because she wouldn't have to make lunches anymore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I even like remember now there was this one place next to our high school that became like the place to go because it was like kind of walking distance. So if you wanted to, you could walk it, but people drove cars and stuff. There were so many high schoolers there that they created something on the menu called the high school special.
Oh, wow.
Let us know in the comments, everyone. What did you think about this conversation about making lunches, bentos? What's your favorite kind of bento? What bento do you not want to eat anymore? Let us know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more.
And if you have any suggestions or ideas for me, please let me know as well. But that's it. We'll see you
on the next step.